Welcome to the start of your work week. Michelle Mackey with you on this Monday, July the 27th. And yeah, you know what? I'm really disappointed. I fell asleep early last night and I missed this. We've got this must-see video. Apparently lots of fun, and we've got some more good news. A great day in store for you today and actually this week. Looking really good, especially if you like it hot and you like it humid. Kevin Yard is outside with more. You're absolutely right. It is certainly going to be hot and muggy this afternoon. It's going to be feeling the mid-30s, but all in all, a calm start to the week. Where it's not calm, we have some active weather in the west to talk about, and we've got our field teams mobilized in southern Saskatchewan, southern Manitoba, some very strong active weather, and we are live streaming online at theweathernetwork.com, so you can watch it right now on your mobile device or on your laptop. Okay, let's get into your weather details as we move into this afternoon. The city of Toronto, as I mentioned, sunshine thanks to high pressure, if not even warmer as we get into tomorrow. Here's a look at our systems across the country. The low that's bringing us all of our active weather in the west, right there, and it's working its way in. High pressure, though, as we look to southern Ontario, a nice ridge is going to build in. Taking an enhanced look, you'll see it's clear and calm through southern Ontario. We could see some pop-up thunderstorms through eastern Ontario into southern Quebec later on this afternoon and then again for your Tuesday afternoon, but a very low risk of seeing that. Also having some active weather associated with the same front that's bringing us the active weather in the prairies today. That's going to work its way into northwestern Ontario, and then by Wednesday evening, it will reach us in southern Ontario. So we could see some light showers, non-severe thunderstorms. It's really going to lose a lot of its potency by the time it gets to us. Here's what we can expect for the next 7 days. Temperatures, low 30s, high humidity, a little bit of a break on Thursday thanks to that cold front, and setting up for a great weekend next weekend. Great to have you along. It is Monday, July the 27th. Michelle Mackey with you. We've got a beautiful day in store. I could tell you all about it, or I could just show you the beautiful morning that was. Potential is there to get some heat warnings in the south. Here's a look at your temperatures on Tuesday. Toronto 31, up towards Cottage Country, Newmarket 33, even warmer. And you know what? Your overnight lows, there's not going to be much of a reprieve. So I hope you've got your air conditioning. Wednesday, similar conditions. The heat and humidity really feeling quite muggy. A different story as we get into Thursday. We're going to see a weak cold front pass, and it's the same front associated with a lot of the severe weather we're getting in the west today. It's going to lose a lot of its potency, but you'll note what it will do on Thursday. Bring those temperatures down into the high 20s. It will feel refreshing, trust me. So enjoy the cooler temperatures for the end of the week, and you've got a great weekend setting up as well. Here's Jacqueline Whittle with Share Your Weather. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. Hope you've had a nice start to your Monday. I'm Michelle Mackey, and if you haven't had such a great start, well, trust me, with this weather forecast, you're going to be smiling in the next couple of minutes. But I want to start out with this must-see video. The Pan Am Games, a great time, and now all eyes are on the Para-Pan Am Games. Let's head outside and start your weather forecast with Kevin Yard. Yeah, you know what? That's great advice. As much as we love the heat and the humidity, it can be dangerous for a lot of people. And in northern Ontario, we actually do have some heat warnings in place. A little bit further to the west, that is where we're dealing with some very severe weather. For some very severe weather in the area, the tornado potential is there too, and we'll keep you posted online. If you want to head on to theweathernetwork.com, we're live streaming there too. Okay, let's get into your forecast for this afternoon in Toronto. The temperatures and the humidity just continue to rise. This is all thanks to an area of high pressure. That means the air is sinking, not much in the way of cloud cover. That's going to stick around, but note that we do have a little bit of activity expected for eastern Ontario, southern Quebec, Monday afternoon, and then again on Tuesday afternoon. Some instability associated with all of the heat and humidity could trigger some thunderstorms. But then as you look to the south, I mean, it's really not much to talk about. A nice southwesterly flow today, but not going to be enough breeze for us in Toronto to keep things cool. What is going to happen, though, as we look to Tuesday? You'll see a cold front associated with all of that active weather that we're dealing with today in the west. That's going to make its way into southern Ontario by Wednesday evening. It's not going to provide much active weather. What it will do is trigger a little bit of a cool down and a break from the heat and humidity. Really great, important advice there, especially when we're dealing with the temperatures that we have in store for the next couple of days. Michelle Mackey with you. Great to see you on this Monday. The temperatures just continue to rise. Here's a look at what we can expect Tuesday afternoon. Our seasonal daytime highs should be about 27. So 31, well above that, even warmer as we track up towards cottage country. If you like the heat and humidity though, and you maybe took the week off to head up to the cottage, it's looking like a really good week for you. Wednesday, same thing. Temperatures in the low 30s, heat, humidity into the high 30s, but Thursday, Friday, things begin to take a little bit of a change. We'll see a cold front, weaken nature, pass by Wednesday evening, and that's going to bring us some more moderate temperatures down to more seasonal values. And then we are cautiously optimistic that next weekend already shaping up to be good. I mean, look at the next 7 days. All this sunshine. I could almost play crickets over it. Bit of a boring forecast, but boring does not mean bad. Similar conditions expected for Hamilton. For your local forecast, stay with us. That's coming up on the 10s. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. Hope you've had a nice start to your Monday. I'm Mackey. And if you haven't had such a great start, well, trust me, with this weather forecast, you're going to be smiling in the next couple of minutes. But I want to start out with this must-see video.
Well, today is a very active day across the country, especially when we look at southern Saskatchewan and into southern Manitoba. The tornadic potential is there. Very heavy rainfall as well. We're covering this live here at the Weather Network. Warm day through the Great Lakes Basin. On and off showers throughout Atlantic Canada, and that drying trend continues on the BC South Coast. Now, as we look at the thunderstorm risk today, Estevan, Saskatchewan, you're almost right in the middle of that here. A high risk of seeing some tornadic potential, and then we're also talking about some heat warnings in place through northwestern Ontario and the thunderstorm risk out in the east. But now, here's Angry Planet.